Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us today on our weekly Facebook Live. I'm Leslie Matt, Senior Vice President here at TCP, and I have Ellis Yan, our CEO, with me this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, everybody. Miss you guys, and has been a week. We have been super busy here. So later, I'm going to tell you what we are doing for the last week. But first, let's answer some questions first.
Okay.
I remember there's one question from the last week I didn't answer because I missed it. Is somebody asking a black light bulb? Now, this is a full glass, okay? Full glass black light bulb. So truly, when we're talking about the
And it's
filament,
not just the color's black, Alice.
Right.
It's a black light.
it's a black light, okay? And obviously, black light is called for the fun light bulbs. Doesn't have that much light output, okay? It just gives you the look.
Yep.
So that being said, today we are very capable to make all the colors, okay, as a finished glass. For instance, a red, blue, green, okay, and the black. Okay, for instance, I have the red ones right here. Okay, we can make a small one and a big one, any shape you want it. But if you need anything on the black light, this has to be the special order. Okay, we're going to make sure, especially make that for you. So give us a little bit lead time on that.
Okay.
We were able to deliver you that light bulb. It's a fun light bulb. I'm not able to light up here because on the computer, on the camera, it's difficult to see it. But I'm pretty much sure you will enjoy this special black light bulb. Okay, it's the both, like Leslie said, black to black. That means it's a special filament inside plus the black glass we're using here.
Correct.
Okay, so that's one of
So
the
it
questions.
does, Alice, have the same properties as like a regular black light.
Correct. Okay, now
So you could still do your is this hotel room dirty investigations?
all right. Okay, yes. But that being said, again, remember this, okay? We able to do all the finishes. As far as we concerned on this light bulbs, two things. Number one is a special filament, okay? It's a filament technology.
And there's the glass coating special too.
That right, glass coating, which we call a finish.
Yep.
So it's if you put how we are going to make those special bulb for you, you can literally think that way. How you want to finish, what kind of filament you will put together to produce what kind of lights for you. Okay.
Awesome.
Anything you want, I'm very confident we're able to do that for you.
Great.
Next question, Leslie. Okay.
So we had a question about is there harmful UV or any UV in LED bulbs? Just your general LED bulbs.
Okay, let me put this way. UVA, we call UV, actually we call the UVA under sunlight. So in other words, if you're talking about sunlight is good for you, but also sunlight, because of UV, if you expose yourself too long in the sunlight, also it's bad. So nothing is perfect, okay? So just think it that way. If the sunlight you expose too long will be bad for you. However, on the regular LED bulbs, okay, let me pull that chart back to you again. On the regular LED bulbs, look at our spectrum is start from the 400 wavelength all the way to 750 wavelength. You see here? Okay. No, that right from here. Okay, 400 to 750.
Okay.
Between 400 and 750, which means
so that's the normal visible light spectrum too.
In other words, that's a very minimal UV in a 400. Okay.
Now, once you go lower than 400,
Correct.
That's when you get into non-visible light.
Correct. Then where the problem started.
Okay.
So today, all the LED things, we do not have anything less than 400. Okay. We make sure. So it's not harmful at all. However, when we're talking about the last couple of times is the blue peak. Blue peak has a different type of problem. Okay. Had nothing to do with the harmful or not. Blue peak just because of blue light just give you a little bit
So the American Medical Association actually published some really great papers on how blue light and how blue LED light has kind of made people's circadian rhythms get obstructed, and that it's not the best thing, and that has to do with the blue LED peaks that people get exposed to on a regular basis with their TVs and their phones and their iPads and their computers, all of that stuff. In addition to their general lighting, that they're putting in their homes, right?
So look at this. I put something else in the middle called UVA and UVC, okay? Now, because everybody talking about those things, UVC.
This is a screwdriver too.
Okay, the UVC, Leslie, point to the UVC here.
Okay.
UVC actually is a very powerful, how do you say,
so UVC is what we've actually heard a lot about now with COVID-19 and germ-killing properties, correct?
A little kill the germs. Now, the wavelength of the
Now,
UVC...
it's not necessarily killing germs like you would have with like a Clorox wipe. It's more the fact that the UVC actually destroys DNA cell structure.
Correct.
Just like harmful UV rays help and essentially give you cancer to your skin if you're exposed to them too long. It's the same thing with UVC on the germs, because it changes the genetic makeup of it.
Right, that's why we call kill, because this destroys the genetic structure of the germs or the virus, okay? However, the UVC is within the 200 or 300, so point down to the bottom.
It's all the way
not the other side.
Here.
This is the pure UVC between 260 to 270 range. Very, very narrow beams right there, okay? That 260, 270 is a UVC light, could be a regular light bulb, could be a lighting structure, but this is very harmful to the eye. We have to make sure if we try to centralize a room, everybody have to walk away. Okay,
but that's not what you're getting in a regular A19 that you're buying at the store.
Correct. So this is a different story. Okay, this is a totally
completely different technology, completely different product.
However, okay, these days, everybody out there, and not everybody's
asking about,
but people are selling so-called the UVC fixture, help to people to kill the germs. They sell those handheld stuff. Let me put this way: those things are not real. If you want to have something real, you have to get a true UVC. If it's a true UVC, it's harmful to your eye.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
It makes sense to me. So let me see if I understand it completely. So if I buy a regular light bulb or something that's claimed to be near UV, meaning that it's at that 400, like
400.
over
400,
here,
400,
over
400.
in that 430 range, that it doesn't really have UV light in it. It's just close to, getting closer to that UV spectrum.
Right.
Meaning that maybe it could do something, just like being exposed to light helps to break up, viruses and this and that, makes our body stronger, all of that good vitamins. However, if I want something that could help to kill germs and sanitize or disinfect areas, then I want to look at UVC.
But UVC,
But UVC, I should not ever be exposed to. So if it's something that's a UVC item, that means that I don't want to be in the room while that light is on, correct?
Right, correct. So in other words, you cannot using UVC at home because it's will be very careful, okay? You cannot, people say, oh, I'm going to using UVC to clean up my car. That's impossible, because in order to be using UVC, real UVC, you have to in a closed environment. Okay.
You don't want to be exposed.
You don't want to be exposed.
Because it would be like 10,000 sunshines.
Right. So in other words, when you buy those products out there, be careful. Do your homework. Do your research. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We will give you the answer on that. And we'll also give you the advice based on what we know scientifically. Okay?
So, Ellis, can you talk more about this spectrum too, since we're talking about spectrums of LED chips and that?
Right. Also, since we're in the chip technology right now, one side you see is a blue, the other side you see the red. Okay, you see the red? Okay. Now, red is a very unique stuff. Okay. Red LED has a multi-function usage of that. Normally, if you see a 600 to 650 range, number one, this is the LED chips we're using in our plant light.
Okay.
So, Leslie, you know what the two stages of the plant.
Sure.
Okay.
So there's the veg cycle and the flower cycle.
Right. Okay. The veg cycle, just like the vegetables, flower flower cycle, not just the flowers. We also talking
about
producing
the fruit or the crop.
Okay, so let's say, okay, commonly there's a 43 7 states legalize marijuana, for instance. Okay. And 43 states legalize marijuana for the medical use. That means the marijuana farming these days is getting a little bit popular. Okay.
Well, any type of farming.
Right. So again, marijuana just a plant. Yep. Right, so you have a veggie stage, you have flower stage. Sure. Okay, so the veggie stage we're using white, close to the blue.
Correct.
Right?
So I believe we have an optimized spectrum that mixes blue and white LED chips to make it optimize that veg stage, and then when it moves over to the flower stage, we load it up with these red chips to make sure that it's optimizing that.
Correct. So in other words, when you want to grow the flower or crop, you actually switch to the red, which is 660, okay? However, the red also have other functions because the red stimulating, red is kind of weird stuff. For instance, the other day, I saw a baseball cap with a bunch of red LED inside. For some people, like we have a hospital here, we can...
or yourself, Ellis, you would like some more hair on
we
the top
have
of
no
your head.
hair. So people wearing that because red in their range, okay, able to stimulating the certain fashion. For instance, grow the hair, but that's what they claim, okay? However,
I've heard that red also is good too, like if you put it on your muscles, it helps break up the lactic acid and helps your muscles rejuvenate faster.
Correct. Okay, so people using, let's say, blanket, a small blanket with all the red LEDs inside, between 660 to all the way to 800, okay, to calm people down, the muscles, or on the animals. Let's say Leslie loves horses, need to calm horse down, okay? However, when you move the red to 850 to 950, then the red has different application. For instance, all the CCT cameras. Okay. How the cameras sense humans movement. They have the red LEDs inside follow you. So this is LED technology has a very broad thing. We will just study in the middle on the light bulb side.
Because that's the visible spectrum of light.
When you go to the other side, end up the UVC, and we go to that side to the red, you end up in
a really
weird places. But the most commonly used as we do today has a crop face of all the plant. Okay.
Awesome. That was really in depth.
Yeah. Okay. So again, we are in the LED stuff. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so that's for today.
I want to talk about last week's winner. Last week's winner chose...
Oh, wait, before we get into that, let's talk about what we have been doing for the last week. Okay.
What have we been doing for the last week?
Okay, last week we were super busy. First of all...
What are we not super busy?
I know, we're always super busy here. 2 weeks ago, Leslie helped me to organize called Lunch with Ellis.
Lunch with Ellis.
Okay, Lunch with Ellis. And every day we start with 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock with the demand from West Coast. We start 11, 12, and 13. 3 o'clock afternoon, we make 3 sessions, okay? Every day, we able to talk to more than 100 people, sometimes 90 people, all together with 3 sessions.
And those are targeted to electrical distributors and contractors, where we go deep into our product categories, our company, and what we do. So these are just, quick educational sessions for the general public. However, on our Lunch with Ellis Lunch with Ellis sessions, we do deep dives into TCP and the products that we have.
That's started this week.
Yep.
Right? So
this that's what we've been doing.
Right. This week, we start this week is 11 o'clock and 3 o'clock. We go deep into the panels, okay?
Our DT series, if you see behind us.
So look at here, okay? Here. You see here? Everything above our head is the panels, okay? Panel we call it Chauffeur. Chauffeur is a huge business in the United States. If somebody asks me what I love, everything what TCP doing today, we're talking about Chauffeur. We have such a comprehensive offering. I thought by combination, we have more than 1,000 combinations for all the chauffeurs we're offering today,
right? We have 3,000 SKUs. We have 3,000 SKUs. Single combination.
We have 3,000 SKUs. Pretty much everything you can ever imagine, from the color, from the shape, or from the finish, from the control system. Silk screening. We can silk screen your family, your cats or dogs, your girlfriend, your wife, your kids, your cats and dogs, you name it. We're able to silk screen on that. We're not just using the panel as a regular lighting. We're also using panel because become a decorative piece, okay? That's why how deep we go. So we got a huge feedback of that. In the meantime, this week at the 12 o'clock, we continue to do called general session.
TCP overview.
TCP overview is what we did the last 2 weeks. The TCP overview will continue to the end of the June. Okay? So that's why I be super. We believe in this, okay? The more you know, the more we able to communicate with you, okay? The more we able to solve your problems. Again, through the process, we make sure not just we talk about LED technology, we talk about UV, talk about this, we also talking about 9 colors we're offering from 18,000 K. Remember, I always mention this. Kelvin temperature 18, 22, 24, 27, 30,000, 35, 41, 5,000, 65. TCP, the only company offering 9 colors. That's another way will help you to solve the problem. And so that's why I have been very, very busy about this. And you can, tell your friends about this, okay? And also we have referral program, right?
Sure.
Yeah, we have referral program. Just try to get everybody engaged, okay? So,
Ellis, someone asked what your favorite fixture was.
That's what I just mentioned. My favorite
DT
fixture
series
is the DT series luminaire. Okay, just the things above us here. Okay, truly, if you guys want to have a deep diving, some of you make sure join us at 11 o'clock. Just register with us. In the meantime, we have material. We can send that to you. Also, you have to reach out to Nikki. Okay, Nikki will taking care of that for you. You will be surprised. You will say, what the heck are they doing? How can they come out 3,000 different type of item number for one single DT program? This is crazy, okay? But this is what I believe, Leslie believe, we believe in this, is we don't just sell, oh, here's a light bulb, that's it. No, we digested these light bulbs. We go deep. We find out what other things we can do. Because remember, our mission is solve your problem. Our mission is solve your problem.
Absolutely.
Okay?
So with that, we are going to hit our spin to win.
Yeah.
Boop. Okay, it's going. And Anthony, whose last name I cannot pronounce, you are our winner this week. So Anthony, thank you for submitting a question. Our social media team will be reaching out to you and ask you what prize you would like to pick, because we'll do a pick a prize again this week. Last week, our winner picked LED A19s that are wet location rated because he wanted to put them in his outside lights that are sometimes exposed to the elements. So that's what last week's winner picked.
Okay, sounds good.
So Anthony, someone will be reaching out and you'll get to pick your thing. So thank you everybody for joining us today.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it.
Just send us the questions.
Yeah,
okay, we'll be more than happy.
We love answering questions.
Right, we'd love to
jib jab.
Talk to you and make sure we can all together make a light bulbs or the technology, LED technology, something more exciting, okay, and more fun, and we can all enjoy.
So speaking of fun, I think I saw something fun posted on Facebook just about an hour or so ago.
Oh, really? Okay, yes. This is
I saw a crazy man riding down the street on a Harley with a panel on his back.
Again, the panel I mentioned earlier is my favorite line. TCP will put together. We put a tremendous amount of effort into their line. So I feel like since we have such good products, I would like to personally deliver our panels to people. So that's why they put together a very fun video, and I hope you enjoyed it.
So thank you, everyone.
Thank you. See you guys next time.